right, y'all. This is our take. This is Mark, the moderator.
Maybe the process. Find me on the corner of Bergen and Albany all day. I'll laugh.
All right, y'all. So, Abe, I got a question for you. What's your take on the NBA free agency as it stands right now? We're in day 2. A lot of moves has been made. What teams would you say have gotten better? What teams should have made better moves? And what do you think about teams that had stood pat and didn't do anything with their roster at this time?
Well, all right. So a couple of interesting things. And we talked about this leading up to the draft. And we throwing out rumors and all of this stuff. It's so amazing. We throw all this stuff out and all these rumors. 98% of them ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Like 98% of them ain't true. We talk about who getting traded. Ben Simmons getting traded on draft day. This is it. It's not true. You know what I mean? Like he didn't get traded. Bradley Beal don't want to play in Washington. No, that's not true. Strangely enough, he wants to stay in Washington. And Russell Westbrook winds up getting traded. So, I mean, just looking at it just on the surface, clearly Miami and the Lakers are saying, yo, we trying to win the chip. I don't know. We just trying to get this done. You know, Pat Riley, I respect Pat Riley as a shrewd businessman that he is. I don't know that Kyle Lowry moves the needle like that for the Heat. I really don't know that he moves the needle. And they still signed Jordan Dragic, or whatever his name is.
No. Dragic got traded. He went to the Raptors.
Oh, he did go to the Raptors.
He's in the trade. He was in the trade.
So cool. So there you go. So I believe they picked up
Patty Mills,
PJ Tucker, and they got Kyle Lowry.
Yep.
They re-signed Duncan Robinson, which is crazy. He got
with crazy money.
A load of bread, and I look at the Sixers who signed fucking Correctness for $15 million. It's crazy. But anyway, so I think the Lakers and the Heat, they stand out the most right now as, you know, people that want to win. Interesting moves by the Bulls to get DeRozan and Lonzo Ball. I see that as being interesting now. I just feel like it's really, really guard heavy over there now. You got, you know, Zach LaVine, Lonzo Ball, and DeMar
DeRozan.
Yeah, do you play those guys? Like that's a weird mix. Like I feel like they're the same player. Like they cloned 3 guys. So I think that they made some noise in trying to say, yo, we want to win. But outside of the Lakers and the Heat, I don't see much. If I was to talk about the Sixers, we signed Andre Drummond. Okay, right. You know, is he a solid backup? Yeah, but nothing moves the needle there for me. The Knicks kept D Rose, right? They signed Eric Fournier, and they re-signed somebody.
Everybody.
Else.
Taj Gibson.
We talked about these
Alec Burks.
1-year joints, and I guess they just stand pat. I don't think that they made bad deals. I just think that they have money that they have to spend. I don't know how long Alex Burks got. How long did Alex Burks get
3
that
years.
contract?
3 years.
How much you got? How much you got? 30 mil or something like that?
Yeah. It's 3 years. 10
is 10. Contract.
It's 10 mil a year.
That's a reasonable contract for Alex Burks. Reasonable contract. So I can't even say it's early anymore because I feel like everybody got signed. I feel like this was a weak free agency, right?
Yeah, it was weak. It's definitely weak.
So, I mean, I think who else is out there to get signed that hasn't signed? I feel like everybody that was important, at least. Okay,
all right. That's a different statement.
And what's my man's name from the Bucks? Portis. Did Portis re-sign with the Bucks?
Yep, went back to the Bucks for the minimum. My man getting 2 years at $3.7 million a year. He is still going to eat at Burger King.
What? Why do you weird? But I mean, look. So everybody's just kind of sort
Spencer Dinwiddie is still out there, kid.
I thought he was signing with the Wizards.
No movement yet.
Really?
No movement.
Mean, you know me. I like Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't think he's that great of a player. Like, again, when you start talking about free agency, we say, yo, Spencer Dinwiddie. Like, yeah, he's good, but I'm not saying.
Listen, I just said he's still out there. That's all I said.
I think if we're talking about anything, free agency is not the move. I think if we're going to talk about anything, it's going to be some trades later on down the line. But yeah, I didn't feel like there were any real groundbreaking movements free agency wise outside of the Lakers, so to speak, with the Melo and the Westbrook, and them keeping Horton Tucker. I think that was a real strong move by him because I think that kid can play. And Dwight Howard is a serviceable backup. He's an idiot, but he's a serviceable backup. So outside of that, I mean, the free agency and it went real quick. Guys, you could tell there's mad tampering going on too.
But no. Listen, what they did is they changed the format around. They was not going to announce any deals before the deadline, but before the opening, with the opening of free agency happening, so it doesn't look crazy. And this way, they held back any rumors or anything out there signings. It didn't happen until 6 o'clock. Yeah, on what is today? Wednesday on Monday.
Today is Tuesday, brother.
Today is Tuesday, so Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Wow, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. I mean, I was surprised that Jared Allen got 5 years, $100 million.
Wow.
Okay, I was very surprised at that. Jared Allen. I mean, listen, let me say something. Kawhi Leonard, he's out there still. He's a free agent.
Well, the thought is that he's going to re-sign with the Clippers. Am I correct with that?
But he's still a free agent at the end, yes. But he's still out there. At the end of the day, he has a sign.
He's not. We are pretty much certain that he's probably not going to play next season.
Right. So pretty much.
Now you're looking at who picks up a guy and signs him to the money that they're going to sign, that he's going to demand, and he's not playing next season.
It's going to be interesting. That's exactly what I'm saying to you. It's going to be interesting. What team do you think?
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry, Mo.
What team do you think? Which team got better in this free agency based on free agency? What team would you say walks out and is a better team?
Clearly, I think it's the Lakers. They're better than last year. Second runner-up, if I had to guess, it's Miami because they were active. And if you want to argue, you got Bam, Jimmy Butler, and you got Kyle Lowry. I think they'll be formidable in the East. But outside of that, I can't really say that another team got better. I can just say that, another team is just, they're okay. You know what I mean?
What team would you say is surprising to you that they didn't make a move?
I'll say my Sixers. I'm surprised that, the rumor is that they're asking a king's ransom for Ben. And my heart of hearts is saying that I think Ben is still going to be a Sixer to start of next season. Daryl Morey being this guy that has shaken up and traded for all of these players in the past to be relatively quiet and to have only signed Andre Drummond is a very big disappointment to me. Danny Green, if I got it right, is still a free agent.
Yes.
So, and then he signed Forkman Korkmaz, or whatever his name is, to that $50 million deal. That was a crackhead price. But outside of that, I'm surprised that one of the better, quote unquote, GMs on paper of the last few years didn't really push any buttons to make any trades or sign anybody. But you know what? Philly ain't got no money as it is.
Well, see, now one team that I thought you would bring up is Boston. Boston didn't make a move in this free agency, surprisingly.
They already signed Isaiah Thomas. Am I correct about that?
No, it's just a rumor.
All right. They already traded Kemba Walker.
Yes, they got rid of Walker.
They got picks for him?
Yeah, he went to the Pelicans.
No, he went to OKC.
Okay, yeah, OKC, that's what it was. Okay.
Sam Presti out here still dealing with the picks.
Right.
So I think they got a boatload of picks or something like that for him. So I mean, Boston is Boston. I think they'll still be fine. They still got a young core.
Yeah, but listen, once again,
they got two guys. Like I said, they got two guys to be competitive.
I said I'm surprised in this free agency they haven't done anything. Being that when you look at the East tier, you have to say Boston keeps slipping down further and further in that ranking when it comes to the East because they're not making any moves.
Right.
Listen, we already know Jaylen Brown and Tatum cannot carry that team far.
100%. Well, they got what's the name now? They got your boy, man.
Who?
They got Al Horford.
I'll say it again. Tatum and Brown can't take them far. So I'm surprised they didn't make a move. There's a couple of teams that you can look around and say, wow, they didn't make a move. The Clippers didn't make a move.
Right.
Surprising.
Yeah, and that's but you know what? If they see, okay, so here's my thing, Mark, and this is what I would say. So this is the other thing about free agency. Sometimes is the best move not the move, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It's the best move. So I'm gonna, and I'm just for argument's sake, is Philly better at keeping the team that they had that took them to where they went to last year, and saying, we didn't make any improvements on paper, but our experience will get us somewhere far. Like, what do you think about that? Because I thought about that as well. Like a lot of teams. So Denver didn't do nothing, but is that experience going to get them somewhere? Remember, they were missing.
Listen. Where did the experience get you last year?
Exactly. Well, that's how I feel. I'm just asking that question, but that's how I feel.
That's how I look at it. I mean, if you know what your outcome was last year and you haven't improved, then what you think your outcome is going to be this year when teams around you is getting better?
Right. Yeah. I don't think experience all the time gets you far. You know what I'm saying?
Talent. We just said previously, you need talent. So
I mean, so like Denver's still talented, right? But again, they don't have that third wheel like we talked about. But do we argue that Murray, Porter, and the Joker are enough?
No.
Provided they get another year. Yeah. I just for argument's sake, again.
You can't argue that.
So, but the Clippers, they were down Kawhi. Do we argue that they still got the tools to win? Or
they got the two
in the West?
They got two guys. They don't have a third guy. Now, let me say it. This free agency didn't really have a lot of bang for the buck. But if you got a guy, you had a couple of guys out there, you know, DeRozan was a guy that you can look at and say go there. A Kyle Lowry, a guy who you could say go there, changes the landscape. You know, it's like, you know, it's just they did have a couple of guys in this that could have changed the landscape. Yo, let me say it. Mike Conley was sitting out there. They didn't make a move for him. Let me say,
Have you signed him yet?
Oh yeah, Jazz got him. Right? Yo, let me throw a name out there. The Grizzlies didn't make a move. The Grizzlies is right on the cusp of really bringing themselves up in the West. They didn't make a move.
The Grizzlies are another player away from being a 4 or 5 seed, in my opinion.
I'm sitting here saying it to you. They didn't make a move. So it's like how do you get rid of Valanciunas? I'm trying to understand that one because he still don't make no sense. I'm like, yo, listen, I thought for sure that they was going to make a move in free agency there because you lost a key card. They didn't. That's why I said some of these teams I don't think want to win. I think some of these teams just want to be in the league and just want to put fans in seats and they don't want to win. The fans want them to win. I don't think they want to win. I really don't.
All right, well, we're going to see. We still got some time. So we're going to see how it shakes out.
Let me ask this question. What team would you say if you had to pick made moves but was disappointing moves?
I don't even know, man. I'm thinking, like, I don't know what the Wizards were really thinking about. Like, I'm not sure with what, like, were they trying to satisfy Bradley Beal by getting, what's the name? Who did they get from the Lakers? By getting Kuzma? You know what? I'm a little.
That's not satisfying. Yeah.
I don't even understand what Montrezl Harrell. They put some utility players on a team with a star. And that's it. And I think if I got it right now, the Wizards will be worse than what they were. I don't think.
Let me throw it out there. The Bulls makes no sense to me at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because they
makes no sense.
You got Zach LaVine, Lonzo Ball, and you got DeMar DeRozan. They're the same player, same, 6'6", can play the 2, maybe stretch them to the 3 a little bit, but they're the same player. You're gonna put those guys on the floor at the same time? Maybe. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Lonzo starts at the 1. Maybe LaVine, they'll put him at the 2, and then DeMar DeRozan is a small forward. They'll play a little small ball. I guess, you know.
But
I
it's
guess.
the Bulls at the end of the day. It's the
Yeah.
Bulls. They're not moving the needle. I mean, they might get 4 or 5 extra wins out of this from winning 19 games last year or 17 games last year. Okay, you're gonna win 20. You're gonna win 22 now. So
Right.
it's like I just don't understand. Because Lonzo Ball is not a game changer like that.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. His brother leapfrogged them in a matter of a year, G. That's
DeMar
crazy.
DeRozan is not the game changer, like, because again, you're gonna need some more firepower. Zach
And they
LaVine,
put yeah, Zach LaVine. Obviously, we know what he can do.
but
But they paid a grip for Lonzo Ball too.
but he's in Zach LaVine's in a bad situation, kid, because of his contract. The way his
Crazy.
contract is set up, he can't get a big deal. Even if he wanted to, they can't give him a big deal yet. So,
Zach, I'd welcome you to Philly. Appreciate you, brother.
yeah, listen, he needs to get out of there, kid. But we'll see. All right, y'all. This is Our Take. Thank you for tuning in, man. We'll be right back. Peace.